What is up YouTube, Jonny here again today, and we're going to be bringing you another video on the GR86. In this episode, we're going to be upgrading to an IRP short shifter. I have one sitting on the shelf. I know that the transmission is exactly the same apart from, some of the gears are stronger to be able to account for the, more horsepower and higher torque number that these push out. And, everything should be the same. So let's see if it fits. We're going to start by taking apart the center console. I have the IRP just sitting on a shelf, so it's not like I'm purchasing one. And if it doesn't fit, it's gonna be hard to return it. Now, I already have one. So it'll be a good test to see if this is another one of those parts that just transfers over from the old generation. And it'll improve the shifting for me. I love the IRP. I have it in my other BRZ. And having it in this car, I think would be great since I'm gonna start driving it a lot more and having it, on track. It's gonna be, an amazing feeling. People talk about the rattle. And I know, that's what some people are talking about right now, but I could care less. That's what it is. It's literally chassis mounted to the tunnel wall being connected to a vibrating engine and transmission at the same time. It's bound to have some sort of noise. You know what I mean? Well, all we could do is put some rubber isolators and put some sound deadening foam or something in there to kind of mitigate it a little bit, but it'll be fine. So here is the stock shifter. You can see it has a huge throw. This is neutral, and then that's fourth gear. You see how the fourth gear, kind of from this angle, is lined up with the e-brake? Yeah, so quite a bit of throw. So let's go ahead and take this apart. I've never done this before on this car, so it'll be interesting. We'll try to remove all that. On the old car, we have to remove the whole center console, so I wonder if it's the same thing. If not, but it looks like it's a separate piece here compared to what it used to be before. So let's start taking this apart. So from underneath, we need to remove this little stand piece where the shifter sits on. You can see the shifter right there. There are two clips on the side. You can see I pulled out one of the pins, and then there's the other one right there. A little bit difficult to see. So once you remove that, and then there is another trans mount. It's right there. You see a little 12 mil. There's one on each side. Then this piece needs to come out completely. So to do that, sometimes you have to remove the exhaust, but what I was able to do last time was just remove this, but I'm probably gonna remove the exhaust anyways, just because I'm gonna remove this Tomei 80. So these are also 14 mil. And then we need to loosen these up. You can even take them out completely. The transmission will not fall on you, just to be able to have enough room to take that pin out on both sides. So let's get that done. And then once that's removed, we can go ahead and put the shifter up top. All right, so I loosened the transmission mount, those 4 bolts right there, which let the transmission move around and come down. And then I also took off the exhaust and loosened the drive shaft. I took off the exhaust because I was going to change it anyways. I think I did it before without removing it, but it's just a lot easier. And obviously those pins came out from the transmission, and we're taking out this whole assembly right here. It's like aluminum bit. Okay. That's what we need to get out. So normally that's how the shifter gets mounted. This is basically pinned into the trans, and then this is just like a little rubber bushing. So typically the shifter's it's kind of like floating. It's connected to the transmission, and yeah, it has that little rubber mount, but that's about it. Whereas the new one will be bolted to those 4 bolts that you see there, the bolt holes. And looks like we're gonna need to use different hardware too, so luckily I have a bunch of stock OEM stuff. So down here, we're pretty much done. We can put all this back together, and then the top is where we're gonna be able to install the IRP. The hard part would probably be just doing the clip. So I might just want to make my life easier and put the clip on through down here, and if it falls on me instead of falling underneath the car. So I guess we'll finish up top. Got the clip back on. It was quite the pain to do, but I had to do it from underneath, and then I went ahead and put the little rubber cover that covers that clip. That way it keeps it like safe from dirt and whatnot. Actually, this is probably the first time I've been able to do it, because I guess because the rubber's so new, it just did not want to rip. It actually made it a lot stronger, I think, than the first gens, because the first gen ones would just rip before you try to remove them, and now you can actually put them back on. And the block on the bottom of the shifter is even bigger, and it was still possible, so that's really nice. Okay, now to adjust it before we tighten down the shifter all the way down. Here we are, about the same spot where we were at before. Now with the shifter, it's in neutral. Fourth. That's third. Neutral. Fourth. Huge difference. That looks really cool in the interior. I think the best part about it is that when you have a shifter that's this tall, you could just chill here. You can adjust the volume or mess whatever you want to mess with on the screen. I know I'm not punching it. I still got a lot of room. But if you decide you want a little bit further back, you can actually adjust that, which is cool. So that's pretty much it for this install. We got the shifter on. It fits with this. You have to trim a little bit, but the way that I set it, it looks like I didn't have to trim on that back section where the IRP kind of comes in contact with the body, with the little plastic piece that's right there. Even if you cut it, it's gonna be underneath, so it's gonna be hidden, but it's on there and it looks really good in the interior. I'm excited to drive the car with that shifter, but it's getting late. So we're gonna have to end the video here, guys, and I guess you'll see driving videos later on in some of the upcoming videos that we're gonna be posting. We are planning on taking it to a track day, so that's gonna be one of the driving videos that we'll do. I'm sure the shifter is gonna be amazing for that, just because you can
change into whatever gear you want, like instantly, basically. So that'll be it for this video. As always, you have a great day.